Hey Internet, it's me, and him, and it's Halloween. Yeah, so today we watched Smile. And, now I'd seen this before, I've seen most of the ones we did this year before. But I was purposely trying to pick movies that were good, and that were just entertaining, and that would just make this year's marathon more fun.
Okay.
So, that being said, you had not seen it yet, so initial, just top level thoughts, what did you think?
Smile, movie I've never seen, never even heard of. So people, you want to do a little synopsis? People die after people kill themselves after they see other people kill themselves, and then the cycle continues because the monster is feeding off that trauma.
Yeah, basically.
It was mediocre.
Yeah?
Didn't really care for it. I think maybe I'm just getting old and jaded or something. Or maybe I'm just not my thing anymore. Like the drama horror-y shtick isn't my thing anymore. I think it would have been more fun if, like, instead of her being a psych doctor, she started out as like a happy person. Or happier. But it kind of started out drama-y. It would have been funner to see her.
To watch the decline more.
I gotta imagine if you're a psych doctor, you're just always sad and depressed and
Yeah.
ugh. But yeah, just mediocre. There were some good moments. I liked the cinematography. Didn't really pay off in the end too well for me.
I will say it's a slower burn than I remember. I didn't see it when it came out. I saw it a bit afterward, like a year or two later. But yeah, it's a little slower of a start than I remember. Like, it takes a minute before you really get into it. You get the initial death and the cold open, but then it takes a while after that. Yeah, I don't know. See, I do still like the drama horror because I like story. I like character-based things. I like when they do like the deep dives, build the world out a little. So that's all cool for me. And I think, at least for me, this movie is very effective only because I like the idea, like the most effective monster or threat that I could think of is basically just not being able to trust your own mind. Because, like, if you think about like dementia and Alzheimer's and stuff like that, you know, that's the one real fear in life. Like, monsters aren't real, there's nothing in the dark that's going to hurt you, like, I've been skydiving, I don't care about heights, I've been in the ocean, I've swam with sharks, like, all that stuff is fine, none of that stuff scares me. The only thing that could really be scary in life and just have, like, a horrible impact that I couldn't deal with would be, like, you know, losing your own mind and not being able to trust your own perceptions and that kind of stuff. So, I feel like if you're gonna have a threat in a movie, that's a very effective one, because supernatural or not, that's something I feel like can resonate with a lot of people.
I guess it just doesn't work for me.
Yeah.
I've seen all my grandparents have had it, so, you know, I'm going through that with Grandma right now. And I'm like, she doesn't care, she's still a happy person. She just don't remember crap. Like, so to me that's not scary. Like, tapeworms are scary. You know?
I don't know,
Stepping on a in-ground bee's nest is scary.
I can eat all the food I want, stay skinny, I welcome a tapeworm.
If it's your thing, it's your thing, you know? Like, I won't step on that, but for me, it doesn't quite work. Like I said, cool imagery and a lot of scenes, some cool, I don't know, was it like a turn the frown upside down kind of thing when they were doing the world upside down with all that shot?
That is one thing I was going to mention, actually. This movie, I feel like, does it too much.
They go out of their way to try and be too artsy.
In a lot of horror movies, they do the upside-down camera basically to symbolize, like, you know, this is the point in their life where things are bad, or they're no longer normal, or something else is in control, or that kind of thing. Like, it shows it's a break from the normal by physically turning the world upside down. And here they do it, like 4 or 5 different times.
When the mom was upside down, and then the camera was...
And they do it multiple times throughout the movie, and after a while, it's not a cool, subtle camera trick. It's a constant beating you over the head thing, and it kind of overstays its welcome. Like, they could have done that a lot less, I feel like. Also, I have 2 very minor nitpicks that don't actually matter for anything. It's just stuff I notice. In the beginning, she's reading on the computer the write up for the case file or whatever, and as she's reading, she's highlighting the text that she's reading. I've worked on computers actively for over a decade. Never once in my life done that. I've never seen anyone else do that. You don't do that. When you're reading on the screen, you just read the words. You don't highlight as you go. You're not a speak and spell. You don't need that. So, yeah, this isn't the only movie to do it. It's just the one we're talking about. But it's so dumb. Don't do that in movies, guys. It's stupid. No one does that. And then, what was the other thing? There was another thing. Oh, at the end, when she goes to her old childhood home, and it's, they talk about how they still own the house. Like, they haven't sold it or done anything with it, but they're not living there, obviously. It's in disrepair. They don't want to go back there because that's where their mom killed herself. Spoiler alert. And so, a lot of stuff is gone, all the personal effects and everything. There's still, though, like, in the garage, the mom's car was there. They had some old furniture there, some, shelving and stuff, cupboards, all of that. But then, when she goes to the mom's bedroom, the sheets are gone. Doesn't matter to the story or anything else, but why on earth would you take the sheets that your mom killed herself on when you're packing up your house?
Just throw them away.
Would you even do that? If you're going to leave and never come back anyway. They left the bed, so it's not like they were cleaning up the whole room, and it's not like they ever intended to sell, so why are those sheets gone? Like I said, minor thing, doesn't matter, but it's just a stupid nitpick that bothers me. Like, no one would take those. It's my first thought when I saw that room, like, why are the sheets gone? Because you see, when they show the mother close up multiple times, like, she's drooling on them and she's laying on there, and, they make it very clear she killed herself in that room at that moment. So, you're not touching those sheets, let alone taking them with you when you move. So, it bothered me that they weren't there.
Yeah. Didn't notice that one. If you want to nitpick about the house, why would you go to the house if you want to be alone where other people know that you can go
that's
there?
True. Especially,
I thought her sister was going to go there. So the fact that they didn't was a good little twist, but the fact that Joel went there...
Yeah.
I get, okay. Yeah, alright.
She could have just, disappeared into the woods somewhere.
Right.
She was driving through remote areas of woods anyway.
That's what I would have done. I don't know. Yeah, it was fine. There was, like I said, the monster...
Mm-hmm.
That looked good.
I was just going to ask, what did you think of how it looked?
It looked good. It looked a little too clean. That's a thing.
No, which stage of the monster? Just random people with a smile, or enlarged mom, or the skinless.
Yeah, no, the enlarged
monster?
mom was just like a tall lady in a small room that they make it
Forced perspective.
But the monster after the ripped off face with the big
Mm-hmm.
smiley thing, that was a little too clean looking.
Mm-hmm.
It felt a little too artificial for some reason. I don't know how I can...
I gotta say, I'm actually with you on that. I couldn't articulate it either, but the first time I saw it, I said the same thing to the person I watched it with. I'm like, I didn't like the monster at the end. I almost liked it better when we were just seeing the monster, in the mask of other people, making them smile. I felt like that was creepier than the CG monster. And it's not because it's CG, because there are good CG monsters. But yeah, that one, I don't know, it didn't have the right look to be scary. I know it's big and it's weird proportions, but it's not... I don't know. I don't know how to explain it.
It was an interesting looking monster. It looked like it came right out of, the It movies.
Yeah.
It was one of the versions of Pennywise.
Mm-hmm.
And in those movies, that worked, because that was the style the whole way. But then this turned weird when you saw it, because it was a different style. I don't know. That was just a me thing. But overall, you want to start reading it?
Yeah. Well, one other thing I wanted to... I love the sound design in this movie. Every time you hear, background music, it's always in some way, warped or distorted. It's never just clean music. There's always some sort of...
I didn't notice.
Effect on it, so it's not... You're not just hearing, notes on a piano. There would be a sustained note, but it would, warble, or it would cut out, or it would be distorted half a note down or something. There was always just some effects to make it unnatural and off.
I didn't notice that. I just remember thinking, oh, it's real subtle.
Yeah.
That's all I remember thinking.
Alright.
The main actress lady, she did a real good job acting. It was nice not watching, a well-known actor in a lead role. It was nice watching somebody you didn't know, so you could just focus on...
Yeah. It's funny, I was just about to say that everyone in this movie is unknown, and then my brain turned back on. I'm like, no, Cale Penn is in it, and he's very well known.
Judy Reyes. Guy
Yeah,
from The Boys.
yeah, A-Train.
A-Train, there you go.
But yeah, no, the lead there, not
I mean,
quite
she-
Jennifer Garner.
She
was
only, all she did was like act scared and shake a lot in the movie,
good. Mhm.
but it was still good. It was really, she did it well.
Yeah.
It was very believable.
The extras with all the smiles are good. Honestly, that would be such a fun role. I want that role. Like, I know it has no lines, and I always want good lines, like a good monologue or something, but I just feel like the way they get to just be creepy, like, that would just be a fun day on set. But yeah, okay, so overall, I'll go first because I've seen it, and I know my number is going to be higher than you anyway, but
You're giving it a 7.
I was actually between 7 and 8. Like, I'm torn. It's not, like, amazing, but it is good. Like, I enjoy it. It's a fun movie. I like what it's building to. It's, it's, like I said, a little slower than I remember it being the first time I watched, but still, I liked it. So, yeah, I think I'm gonna do 7. I think 7 out of 10 works for me. It seems like a fair rating. It's above average, but there's room for improvement.
Okay. I'll give it a 5. I was leaning 4.5, but 5. I'll stick with whole numbers. Just not to be a dick, but yeah, it's 5. It was just neutral for me. Like I said, there were some decent shots.
Mhm.
That's about it. Not
Yeah.
scary at all. Like sometimes I can be sensitive to jump scares and they get me, but not a single one in this movie.
This one, it didn't rely too heavy on jump scares. Like, there were a few, but I think, like, only 3 or 4 that I can remember. Like, it wasn't, you know how some movies, it's every 5 minutes there's another jump scare. Like, some do it too heavy, and it grates on you at that point. It's like, stop. Just write a movie. If you need to try and shock me every 2 minutes, you're bad at writing. So, yeah, it didn't do that, but, I mean, I can see where you're coming from. I like it more than you did, but I get what you mean.
Nothing wrong with that.
But yeah, so there you go. Overall, it's between the two of us, it's a 6. So slightly above average. It's worth the watch if you haven't seen it. And yeah, I don't know what else to say here.
1 down, 31, 30 to go. 30. I know numbers.